I hadn't seen all these lower candles. My son advised me when he heard that I was transplanting this white pine 4 years ago when I transplanted this pine, that the deer will nibble off the tops. They love white pine. So that's why I put the chicken wire around it. It's been unmolested all these years. But walking around Dennis's property, I discovered 3 little white pines, about this size. Deer aren't bothering those at all. So do I leave the chicken wire off and let the thing grow and go? Or do I put the chicken wire back on, higher up? That's why I pounded that rebar in again, so it's not leaning into the pine. It's won't crowd it as much. I guess I should put the chicken wire back on it. Why not? I'm thrilled at the amount of candles. This thing is really doing well. I've kind of ignored it for the last 4 years. I just planted it, put this chicken wire around it, and left it alone. But every spring I take a look at it, I see the candles. Oh, good. The thing's thriving. It's good. But, wow. The main trunk is half again bigger than round than my thumb. When I planted it was a little bit bigger than this. Yeah, I've heard this tapping. that's the same woodpecker I saw yesterday. I don't think they would build a nest inside. I think they build in cavities of trees. But he's definitely interested in something around here. And I say he because I think it is a male, all of his bright color. She is sure interested in this hole over here. Oh, there is no hole. Am I going to yell at her if she starts to dig? I'm going to have to. She's got the shock collar on, so I should probably get the remote. No. Now that is a rose-breasted grosbeak singing his heart out. Wonderful. Another productive day. What did I produce? Oh, I went for my walks, my laps. Had a nap. No, I didn't. I just laid there. Went into garage to, what was I going to do? Oh, get the bike out, take Insley for a run down and back. Walked into the garage. Oh, that's what I got to do too. Flowers. Been sitting in there for 2 days in the shade, keeping them out of the potential frost 2 nights ago, and then I forgot about them. I was going to plant one just to get them started, and then they went so quickly. I'm doing 4 pots this year. Last year I did 3. The year before was 5. I bought a new pot this year. You probably saw the first one. Blue with streaks of rust color running down the sides. Although that's all fake. It's artificial intelligence, I'm sure. But I liked it. It was $15, and it was just an impulse. The greenhouse doesn't usually carry things like that. And I looked over in the corner where they've got some really cheap, like cemetery pots. And I went over for a closer look, and oh, they had one of those. And I liked it instantly. It's big enough. It's actually not as big as the other 3, but I'm determined. I was determined, like I did last year, to plant 1 plant in each pot and just let them go. And it really happened last year. I've always crowded them. Somebody told me a long time ago, oh, cram them in. They'll do just fine. Well, they usually did, but I didn't have anything to compare it to. So last summer when I put 1 measly little, little plant in this big pot, and yeah, within 2 weeks they were beginning to expand with the luxury of space to spread out. Oh, I did put 2 in that second one. That's right. I was worried about having enough soil. And Insley has been, again, pulling her lethargic, lethargy. Got up from the nap and put on my work clothes and sat down on the stool in the entryway to put my socks and shoes on. She was laying over by the wood stove, which has become her second favorite place now. She has to have 2 or 3 places that kind of are habitual. And I made a bunch of noise when I sat down to try to get her to come running. Well, she came walking. I tossed the little hedgehog up and she just looked at it, bonked in front of her. She didn't come running so she could catch it like we've been doing together. And then she laid right down there. She didn't come into the entryway to be excited and parade around and carry her hedgehog around and walk between my legs and then stop so I can scratch her back and wag her tail and all of the routines we go through when she's excited. And she's not. She's very lethargic. Oh, man, I got out to the field. She dragged herself along behind me 15 or 20 feet all the way up the game trail. Finally we got onto Dennis's property, and then she ran past me and out into the field, and then it was like everything was okay. Got back here and she just plopped down. She finishes up her 12-day course of doxycycline for anaplasmosis. I think tomorrow is it. I hate to take her back in to have more blood work done. They want to, I mentioned earlier, they want to charge me for 2 more comprehensive blood work tests to really show us what's going on in there. I can't afford it. But if this doesn't improve or continues to get worse or not go away, like just now when you saw her running with the dummy. Oh, good, okay. And I did get the bike out 10 minutes ago, rode out to the power lines and back, and she ran along with me like everything was just fine. She's unpredictable. She has got something going on over there. She apparently can hear gophers. And where you first saw her, that's where she was a couple days ago, standing motionless, watching, waiting. And I thought for sure there was a hole there, and there wasn't. She was hearing subterranean sounds. As soon as I got the pots on their cement blocks out there, I heard a looked over, here comes a hummingbird, checking things out. That's good. Those 2 popple trees that are just now beginning to leaf out. I learned that many years ago, that there are different species apparently. They look the same once they're fully leafed out, but they take 2 or 3 weeks longer to begin leafing out. One on the far right there too. On the far right, I'm afraid that guy is done. The birds are flying. I think it was a woodpecker, that's what I watched, coming through about 5 feet off the ground. And I love how they flap, 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 glide. Flap, 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 glide. No mosquitoes yet. Not a single mosquito. The phoebe has been active. I'm assuming they still have their nest up in the northeast corner up under the eaves. They've been there every year since we built the house. I don't know how many generations come back to that nest. A couple generations. It's been a perfect day for being out, being active. Mid to high 60s. And lots of active, beautiful cloud formations. When I was laying there trying to nap, I heard rain on the roof. What? Yeah, a little. This is very typical for May and early June. Very active clouds form, cumulus clouds, move through with a little rain shower from one of them, they don't amount to anything. It's just very entertaining. Lots and lots of birds. Sure is a different scene around here than it was 3 weeks ago when I was really bummed out because there's no birds. Where have all the birds gone? They just weren't here yet.
You want some food, sweetie?